YouTube was good. Hey man, it's your boy Ray, man. We back on another video, man. We being consistent right now, man. But today we're gonna react to YNW Melly video. It literally just came out today. I'm gonna try to get y'all content that just came out hours to a day ago type situation. I really don't want to react to nothing old, so y'all will be seeing stuff when I see it. Like I have not watched this video, but I ain't gonna talk y'all head off. But let's get into it, man. In the comments, y'all just put y'all opinion on some of the stuff I said and some of the stuff y'all heard in this video, man. We're gonna go from there.
In case you missed it, the news wrote today, Melly will get a new bond hearing for his retrial on July 9th, according to the latest filing, meaning Melly has one last chance of receiving a bond. With Melly having the best chance of being released, his mother, Jamie King, shared the details.
We just still praying. I know I said I would I'll keep everybody updated with what's happening. I know right now we're waiting. So basically the judge is going to do, I guess, a written order. So we're just waiting, and that order can come any minute, or it could come tomorrow. I don't know. So we're just waiting. We're just waiting. So everybody just keep praying, keep having faith. Oh, Tessa, stop. I've been crying too. It's been a long time coming, you know.
However, the prosecutors then did something disturbing. The news wrote, a no communication order has been filed in the Melly trial. The order makes Melly and Bortland completely separate. No talking, no lawyer talk, just silence, as the prosecutors are forcing Bortland to snitch by trying Melly and him together next trial.
Issue here, and you can try them together. It is to the benefit of the state to try them together. It just more efficient. You don't have to do things again and again. Do it all at once, and also you get a better chance of having them incriminate each other during the trial. It benefits the defense to sever it. That way they can point the finger at each other and get away with it. So this is what's going on. But I don't think it should be automatically severed because the state is...
Hey, so real quick. This is a person that just been in law for a minute. So I don't really think that he done been on the other side of the fence. I don't know why he think them being in court together gonna incriminate. I mean, I can see where incrimination could come, but I don't think he understand if old boy is a little bit afraid of YMW Melly, bro. He not fit at talking their mind out. If anything, they really gonna give each other P's and Q's. You know, we know how to communicate without saying nothing. You feel me? So he don't know that for real. So this really can play in YMW Melly and Boyley favor. But I digress.
Seeking penalty for Melly because it's only the penalty phase of the trial that would be different, not the guilt phase. The guilt phase is the same. They're both capital crimes. You're seeking the penalty on one, not the other, but that goes into the second part of the trial, the penalty phase, only if Melly is found guilty.
If Bortland knows he didn't commit this serious crime, he won't physically be able to sit there and take life in prison to the chin, making it likely he will point the finger against Melly and snitch on him. But they're even making his ex-girlfriend snitch against him because she was hiding outside of the United States since Melly's original trial. She was supposed to testify against him but never showed up, making her wanted by police.
Mariah Hamilton is spending her first day at the Broward County Jail. She has no arrest record until now. U.S. Border Patrol agents arrested her at Miami International Airport Monday after she arrived on an international flight. Court records show Hamilton was ordered to testify in Demon's first trial in 2023.
Because the judge made a deal with Mariah for her release, with the terms of the deal being that she shows up to testify in Melly's new trial. As she wrote to Facebook shortly after, "Thank you to my village. I love y'all so much. God's plan, not mine." As they found evidence in Mariah's iCloud account that relates to Melly forcing her to not testify in the first trial, which has Melly being charged with a witness tampering, which can land him behind bars for life, regardless if Melly took out Sack Chaser and Juvie.
The state filing 6 new charges against Demons and 2 others who were allegedly involved. The charges include tampering with a witness, directing the activities of a criminal. solicitation or conspiracy to commit tampering, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. Now, a couple of those charges actually carry a life in prison sentence if there's a conviction.
As the witness tampering is separate from the case of Sack Chaser and Juvie's passing, with Melly allegedly witness tampering on the jail phones, he hasn't been allowed to use them for a year now. As his mother shares, she doesn't think it's fair.
My son has not been convicted of anything.
This video right here never really existed.
That's
it
crazy.
got over 8 million views. It's one of the first videos.
Not being able to talk to your people
Even other inmates
for a
that
year.
have been convicted or anything, they have
Crazy.
the right to use a telephone. They have a right to just to be allowed to write letters to their loved ones, to receive their mail. They hold his mail, they don't give it to him.
But if the evidence is true that Melly's used jail phones to commit witness tampering, then that's why they haven't allowed him to. However, it's what Bortland will do to Melly that will sentence him to life in prison, as the prosecutors are trying to get Bortland to pin the crime against Melly, which is what Melly tried to do to Bortland in the first trial.
Those were his lies. Cortland Henry shows up at Memorial Hospital, Miramar. You don't see him sitting there, but where you will see him sitting is in the driver's seat of a car with two bodies.
Now look, they trying to say that YNW Melly trying to pin it on him. When the whole time it wasn't even Melly. It's his lawyer now. You feel me? So they are already trying to play them two against each other. But as you can see, it's really not going nowhere for real. So they steady trying to find evidence or create evidence, whether they falsified or not, to try to pin Melly just to get him out the way. And whole time, if they do trick Bortland into throwing him under the bus in any shape, form, or fashion, whether it's fictitious or if it's true, Bortland don't even know he's still gonna be signing his own little, you know what I'm saying, plane ticket to, cause the streets gonna get him. You feel me? But y'all gotta be smart moving in the street though.
Car riddled with, and when he shows up with a change of clothing, change of shirt, powder residue on his hands, evidencing that he had discharged a firearm. And he lies. He lies about where the incident occurred. He lies about how it occurred. And he lies about not having a phone. I think it was Miss Bradley herself who said, everybody has a phone in his pocket, not Cortland Henry.
As they revealed it's Bortland who lied to the feds, he's the one who had firearm residue on his hands, and he's the last one seen with Sack Chaser and Juvie. They even brought an investigator to speak about the firearm residue on Bortland's hands.
So the right hand of Cortland Henry contained 0 particles characteristic of heart residue and two component particles, and the left hand contained 1 particle characteristic of heart residue and 1 2-component particle.
Okay. And can you explain to us what that means?
Basically, overall, there was heart residue present on the hands.
Bortland hated this, which is why when Melly's case ended in a mistrial, he tweeted out, "Mind games don't work on people like me," alongside a handshake emoji, as if he's accepting a deal. However, Melly's lawyers are aware of this, so they build their best bond package to give to the judge. As news sources reported, Melly's legal team proposed posting an unspecified bond that would be paid by his record label, 300 Entertainment. If granted bond, they assured the judge that Melly would be on house arrest, wear an ankle monitor, and hire round-the-clock security to keep tabs on him. It was so good that a rapper wrote, "That boy Melly coming home, I feel it," as they have evidence proving Melly isn't being treated like a human inside of jail, which is illegal.
When you saw Melly's statement, just saying how he's been hurt, how he's scared for his life, as a mother, how did that make you feel?
It's heartbreaking. It made me feel complete.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Whether folk done it or not, your mama been playing her role the whole time, gang. She ain't broke character yet. If it's all a front or whatever, if it's genuine, cool. But if it's not, bro, she ain't broke character, bro. Somebody need to get Shorty a Grammy for sure.
Completely helpless. Broward Sheriff's Office definitely needs to be investigated. I mean, they are making up their own rules. We've tried to go to court about this situation. The judge really doesn't have any jurisdiction when it comes to the jail, because we actually had a hearing about the mistreatment of him, and the jail kind of they make their own rules. And I don't think that's fair because I know that they need to answer to someone too.
They even brought up GPS evidence that puts Melly away from the crime scene as he ran down the street and hid in a bush.
That would be the part where he's saying that someone just shot the car up and was trying to shoot them. So I asked him if he was okay, where he was, and he's like, there's a car coming behind him, like hiding. He was like, there's some, yeah, he's like, yeah, there's some. I think they're still out here or something. So I'm like, are you okay? He's like, I'm okay. I said, well, where are Sack and Juvie? And he said, I don't know if they're in the car. I think they're...
And to back up the claims of a drive-by even more, they spoke about how a firearm was never even found, as they claimed the drive-by vehicle would have drove off with it.
So the first thing is I didn't have a firearm, so I can't know which firearm I'm going to use in order to replicate any of my tests. So I can't make tests for this determination because I don't know what firearm was used.
Okay.
However, this is where it gets scary, because if Bortland is sitting alongside Melly in the trial, then they can use Bortland's interrogations from the night of the crime, where he's lying to police to cover up for Melly.
Okay, tell me what happened.
Man, I was playing music, getting off the exit. I was already getting sleepy, almost home, you know what I'm saying? And like, just out of nowhere, like, I just heard, you know what I'm saying? So, and I ducked down, you know what I'm saying, in the car, and I almost crashed the car.
Let me back you up a few minutes. Where were you coming from?
I was coming from the studio, from Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale studio. Which way did you take?
I took I-75, 595 to
75.
Expressway.
Then you took 75 south?
As it's clear to officers that Bortland's story isn't the truth. Bortland tried to stay confident in his story, but would get caught in a lie.
Here's the hard part where we're having a hard time to understand, is that we shut down that entire area, and we had officers shoulder to shoulder walk it out. They didn't find as much as one shell casing. They didn't find one piece of glass, nothing.
They be coming up with the shell casing part because it's, bruh, listen, from 2020 up to now, really before then, but from, let's just be realistic, 2019, 2020 up to now, bro, it's so many different guns that have come out with shell catchers on it. I mean, a 38 don't drop shells neither. You feel me? Like, I don't know why they be trying to throw that out there like it hold weight. That don't hold weight, bro. But I got AR that you can attach a shell catcher to. Like, they just be fast
Nothing
talking.
to what you said adds up, and it's hard.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, that's like.
I mean, for whatever reason, your two friends. Are these your good friends?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These my like.
These your two. I'm assuming close friends.
Yeah, we got.
And you're doing them an inservice by not telling us the truth.
I'm telling you the truth, sir. I don't like. How? What do you want?
How do you make shell casings disappear?
Look at them. How do you make shell catchers? Bro, I got pistols that you could put shell catchers on, gang. Like, bro, they just don't hold weight. And see, bro kind of folded because he feel like his back against the wall. Whole time his back not against the wall for real. He throwing inadequate freaking statements out there. And bro kind of, he shaky. Like, bro, he should be so calm because he should be looking at him like, really? Like, bro, dude, somebody could, bro, if somebody in their car dumping, not hanging out the car, them cases flying in the car. Like, bro, he folded.
I don't know. How can I tell you about a shell case?
But the interrogation went south. Bortland gets angry since the officers aren't believing his story about the crime.
I told y'all the story, and that's it, bro. I don't even talk about it anymore. Like, cause I told y'all.
No, he should have done it in the first place.
I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Okay, just so you know, all right, because you're saying, well, I don't want to talk anymore. There's going to be a lot more questions. And we're not trying to piss you off. The thing is, we don't know your friends.
Yeah.
So the reason we have to ask all these questions, because the more we know about your friends, your lifestyle, your friend's lifestyle, your friends, his friends, and the circumstances surrounding today, the more, the easier it's going to be for us to try and solve this.
With Bortland trying to stop the interrogation, the officer resets the conversation by asking about different things. Like, how was Bortland driving? Did he crash into anything and more?
And I'm driving, ducking for my life. trying to make sure I don't get hit. And you telling me, you telling me about shit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure I don't get hit. I'm driving. I'm trying to make sure I don't get hit. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna be worried about? You know what I'm saying?
I know it's not for you to worry about.
Shit crazy, bro.
But if you tell me it happened there's got to be some evidence there. There's going to be broken glass, just like there's broken glass over here from when you got.
If we been honest, bro, going forward to those that is outside, they off the porch. Bro, when you get in there, don't say nothing. You can't incriminate yourself if you don't say nothing. They gonna try to say, oh, if you innocent, why you lawyer up, woo to woo. Gang, go get your lawyer, gang. Don't say nothing. Don't talk until your lawyer tell you to talk. If he feel like, if they say, hey, you gonna have to woo woo, you feel me? Then say something. But when you get in there, gang, and you get to doing this dumb stuff here, incriminating yourself, you know you lying, and you know you fit a lie. Don't say nothing. They're gonna twist your words, they're gonna pervert your words, and make it sound like you said something you didn't say. Like, bro, shut up. Everybody be talking about street code. Street code, shut up. Don't say nothing. When I get in that courtroom, I mean in that interrogation room, I ain't gonna say nothing. Then when you get in there, you lying and you folding. That shit fuck.
Guys open the doors and stuff like that. Okay, there's going to be broken glass over there when the windows got out. There's going to be casings from the people at your car. Okay, there's going to be stuff, evidence over there. Okay, right now, there's nothing. I kind of think I know what happened because I got information.
But with time in the interrogation running out, the officer straight up asked, if you know who did this, would you tell me?
By just telling me the truth, even if it's something that I don't want to hear, but I respect the truth rather than BS, okay? And it's a simple question. If you knew who did this, okay? You may or may not know. If you knew who did this, would you tell me? It's either a yes or no question. Answer.
Honestly.
Yeah, honestly. The truth.
Hey, so look. So Pete, if he say no right here, let's just say before we even watch it, let's just say he say no here. After you done all that talking, right? And you do know who it is, and you say nah, gang, you just made yourself look bad. You already lying. They caught you in the line. They let you know they see you lying. And then for you to say, if I did know who it was, I wouldn't tell y'all. Nigga, you look bad guilty. But if you don't say nothing, you don't look guilty, and you don't look innocent. Like, I mean, you don't look guilty, and it's you look both of them. You look guilty and you look innocent at the same time because, like, they don't know which way to sway. But stuff like this, could I guarantee this nigga finna say no just the way his voice shake? Guarantee what?
You wouldn't?
Because I wouldn't want to be a part of that. I wouldn't want to be.
As Bort
did your road out today? Hey, look. 8 hours ago. I ain't watched this. Just based off his tone, based off his lie, I know he lying. I knew he was gonna say no. Like, gang, they know you lying. Come on, bro.
Portland didn't give a firm yes or no. Instead, he shakes his head no, as he's worried about having a voice crack and lying to the police officer, as it'd be an obvious indicator to police that Portland's lying. But when you combine it with physical evidence, the truth reveals itself, as Melly sent a text message hours after the crime, admitting to it.
The PC Gambino account asked him if he was okay, and his response was, I did that, and placed a smiley face emoji.
And the next message from 10/26/2018 at 16:02 from Eastern Standard Time. The YNW Melly count says what?
After that, SHHHH.
Even a video saved on Melly's phone show him and Portland being happy only hours after Sack Chaser and Juvie passed.
Melly, Melly still turned regardless of what happened this early morning. He's still out here being very positive. Turned still. Hey! No, still turned, regardless of what happened. You already know.
But what revealed the motive behind the crime is a former O-Block member sharing that Melly didn't want to share finances with the other YNW members anymore.
Did Vaughn really tell you that Melly told him that he was two friends?
He ain't come out and say, like, we got into an argument. And so, you know, if you know, when people could say something without saying it. And so.
Hey, so those who been here and I watched my other videos, my previous videos, and one of those videos, matter of fact, I think the one from yesterday or the day before yesterday, I was telling y'all there's a lot of these street dudes or wannabe street dudes that's either running from the streets because they don't want to get, you feel me? Or it's dudes that been acting like they that and they not there for real. I told y'all, bro, these dudes coming to the internet, incriminating themselves, or snitching, dry snitching as I call it, and getting other people around them caught up in stuff. Bro, you don't know what they gonna use against you. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Bro, they're gonna try to use anything. Lyrics, they're gonna try to use interviews, anything that you say, bro, they're gonna reach back and use it. Why the freak is you street niggas, quote unquote street niggas, y'all supposed to move inside the game. I'm an ex-street dude. I don't move like that no more. But I'm still not finna get on here and say stuff that I done. I don't care how long ago it was. That junk gonna catch up with you, bro. Anything done in the dark gonna come to the light. Why would y'all come on the internet and say anything? Cause you trying to get a bag from an interview. Nigga, just because you ain't running the street no more, nigga, do you not know that just because you got ties to any of them people, that junk can come back on you? He's speaking on their situation. And now they trying to use what he said against Melly and Boiler. Bro, shut up. Get off the internet. Y'all want to be street dudes? Go back to the streets, gang. Get off the internet. Like, you dummy, bro.
He
Not
told
street
me,
smart.
like, once I posted what I posted, Vaughn was mad at me, bro. Why you put up there, bro? Walk the bam. I'm like, you sitting up here, like, you know the love we got. You do this for us, but you gonna trust that his two friends? And he said, them was trying to extort him. And so I'm like, if they was trying to extort him, then why are you still around them?
Man, listen to that. But that ain't your business, gang. It don't matter. But see, that's what happened. If you go out there and you somebody, I don't know why you getting on that phone anyway. I just said this in my last couple of videos when it came down to Dirk and them. What you getting on that phone for? If I just spank some, gang, I'm not finna go tell nobody. The only person need to know is the person that was there. Why is we talking about this? It don't, bro. What's understood don't need to be explained. Y'all gonna know how to spank some, cause get what he gonna come up missing. What we talking for? Paper trails. Niggas leaving paper trail like, gang. Goofy. Not street smart. Y'all think y'all moving smart. Like, bro, come up out them streets, bro. It wasn't never made to stay in. It was made to go in there, get you a quick little bag and come out. But everybody wants street cred. What is street cred? Cause when you come over here on the business side, the street cred don't matter. Don't nobody care how many people you spank. That just make the business folks don't want to fool with you. You a liability. Man, I ain't finna talk y'all head up. But man, come up out them streets, man. Cause I promise you, in the old days, it's so many cold cases, bro, for even when we was outside. Cold cases, cause we would have never. The internet is the street dudes' worst enemy. But man, we gone, man. It's your boy Liberty, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in.